Head to the dollar store and grab everything you need for these 10 genius road trip hacks. Open a cloth container from the dollar store. Place a trash bag over a plastic container from the dollar store and place the extra trash bags and twist ties underneath. Place the plastic bin in the cloth bin and you have a travel garbage can. Grab a school box. Inside, place some medications, scissors, tape, band-aids, gauze, as well as some Neosporin. You now have a travel first aid kit for your trip. Here's a hack for your cooler. Start by placing all of your drinks and water in the bottom of the cooler. Next, add a bunch of ice to keep them cold. Place a basket on top. Place a cozy in a baggie and then place that on the side. This will help keep it dry. Add all of your snack and lunch items to the basket. This will keep those dry as well. Travel hack alert. This is the Journey Go Travelify, and look at how compact this thing is. Everything you need is right here. The device itself, super portable, fits right in your pocket or backpack. Setup couldn't be easier. No SIM cards needed. It automatically connects to the strongest signal. And check this out. Built-in battery level display, so no more guessing game when it's about to die on you. This thing is both Wi-Fi hotspot and a power bank for your devices. Perfect for road trips. Just toss it in your bag and you're set. For this hack, you're going to need a shoe organizer. Start by opening it up. I added some paper towels, some sunscreen, bug spray, games, Kleenex, some hand sanitizer wipes, a flashlight, and a rain poncho. You can adjust this to anything you need. Then add the towel rack to the back of it. For this hack, you're going to need a collapsible crate. Start by popping the crate up. Next, add some food and snacks. I'm adding some nuts, crackers, as well as granola bars, protein shakes, and some other food items. I put the lid on and set that aside. In my next crate, I'm adding water, some more snacks, my first aid kit, a water bottle, and an emergency blanket. For clothes, I start with my pants, add my shirt, as well as my undergarments, and then I roll the entire thing up. I'll continue doing this for all of my outfits. For my shoes, I'm going to take a shower cap and place them around the shoes. This will keep my suitcase from getting dirty. I'm going to place my shoes on the bottom with all of the outfits around it. When it's time to do laundry, I bring along some of those laundry pods in a little cup. I put the lid on it and then I tuck it on the side. I also always bring along a collapsible laundry bag. Just roll it up and toss it in one of the pockets of your suitcase. Add my toiletry bag and I still have room to spare. Grab a pill organizer and start by placing any of your jewelry items, rings, earrings, necklaces, and more. Close the lids and then place them into your pocket on your suitcase. It keeps your jewelry organized. Now it's time to load up the car. I'm going to place the shoe organizer on the back of the seat, the trash can in the center, the stacking crates on the side, the cooler behind me where I can reach it, and then finally my suitcase. I'm ready to go. I hop in my car and head down the road. I found a picnic area for a great stopping point and I pulled out my backpack. First, my iPad's running low, so I'm using it as a power bank. See what I mean about dual function? Now I'm connecting both my laptop and iPad. This thing can handle up to 10 devices, so it's perfect for families or group travel. This is where it really shines. Reliable internet for navigation, real-time traffic updates, route changes, and more. Multi-network coverage means I stay connected no matter where I am. And here's the best part. Flexible data plans. I can choose from 2 gigabytes to unlimited. Upgrade or downgrade anytime, no contracts, just pay for the months I need. Plus, their US-based support team actually gets road trips, the RV lifestyle, if I ever need help. Now you've got all the packing hacks to make your next road trip smoother and more fun than ever. A big thanks to Travelify for sponsoring this video.
Do you ever get frustrated like I do going to the store? You just run out of trunk space. Well, I got a solution. I'm going to measure the width of the trunk, and I'm also going to measure the height and the depth. First thing I'm going to do is grab a piece of scrap plywood that I got. This is perfect. It's 3/4 inches. It's going to work out great, nice and strong. I'm going to measure across 36 inches, which is the same width of my trunk, and I'm going to use a straight edge to make a line across there. I'm also on the line going to measure the depth, and I'm going to put a mark there also, and another line straight across. Using my skill saw, I'm going to cut it all the way across, and I'm going to have my board ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and take this and cut off the last bit of it to make sure that it's 36 inches wide. Now I need 4 legs, and each of these need to be 15 inches. So I'm just going to take a regular piece of 2x4 and cut all 4 legs out. I'm going to sand the edges, get rid of all those splinters, and then I'm going to grab some 2.5-inch hinges. These packages are great. They come 2 inside each one, so I just need 2 packages, and they come with all the screws. I'm also going to pre-drill all the holes and put those in. I pre-drill because I don't want to split the end of the board when I put the screws in. Once I do that, I'm going to come in on all 4 corners of my plywood, and again, pre-drill, get all those done, put the board back on, and hinge it on there with the screws. And look at that, that's exactly what I want. I'm going to do all 4 corners. As you can see, they all flip down. That's another key to this. I'm going to flip it back over, lay it on its back, and what I'm going to do is grab some of this cheap mat that I got, and I'm going to cut it to size, but I'm going to cut it with a few inches over on each side. Flip that over, turn it upside down, and then put my shelf that's going to be upside down on it also. And I'm going to take a stapler with some good staples on it. I'm just going to flip that extra inches or 2 that I have and staple those down all the way around. Now when I get to the corners, that corner is going to bunch up too much, so I'm just going to cut a little bit off, and then it'll flip over and it won't be too thick, and again, staple those. Now, the one thing I've got to make sure of is when I get to the legs, I want to make sure that I cut that excess off so that when the legs flip up, they're straight on the plywood and they're not bunched up. See, just like that. Next step, I'm going to take it to the trunk and I'm going to put it in place and make sure it works. Pop it up, make sure the legs are straight, and look at all this. I can put all my groceries in there, everything, and not worried about anything getting crushed because now I've got extra room. Watch this. I can go ahead and put anything I need on that top shelf. Another great thing about it is it's going to keep it hidden. Keeps the sun off it during the summer and any peeping eyes that might look in the back of my trunk. And when I'm not in use, I can just flip those legs back up and it sits flat right inside my trunk. This thing was so easy to make out of a 2x4, some hinges, and it just gives me all that extra trunk space that I need.